So another Premier League game week has passed away, passed by whatever, and brilliant game week again for Arsenal Football Club. Aston Villa and Manchester City have faltered again, and obviously the main talking point obviously will be because people know now that Arsenal are going to eventually win the trophy. It is looking like that because Manchester City's away form, and then Aston Villa are sort of a club where it is like you do enough bad deeds and karma will catch you. They are a devil club for me because Unai Emery is their manager and I hate him. Unai Emery is the second name of devil for me, and it is personal. It is very personal because of the way he managed Arsenal Football Club. I can never forget what he did to my club. So obviously love every bit of their failures and love it how they play against 10 men. I think they drew against 10 men against Nottingham or someone, and they lost to Brentford, who are not doing very bad this season. They are also in the top four race, so the Premier League is heating up. And if you want to say the quality is not there, this is not there, that is not there, I think yeah, enough cribbing about everything. I think you should just enjoy how competitive this Premier League season is. Nobody knows, even the best team who are not getting, nobody is getting close to them in Europe. Nobody was getting close to them for a little bit in the Premier League as well. Top in every competition. Arsenal Football Club, so much depth, so much quality. No matter who gets injured, they have players replacing them. That club is also struggling for ideas, struggling for something, some or the other. Defensively, sometimes they were so good defensively, and then they end up conceding so many goals to Manchester United. And so many things are happening in this Premier League where you cannot predict the outcomes of games anymore. Like you cannot say Spurs are 16, so Manchester City will just demolish them. They will not. They will go 2-0 up, and you will think that, oh, obviously Manchester City are going to win this, and the Spurs are going to come back out of nowhere. So this is the beauty of Premier League this season, and I think instead of cribbing and talking about quality, this and that, I think we should enjoy how competitive it is becoming. The quality will come, the solutions to or the physicality, the low blocks will come, but the level at which the Premier League is right now, I think it is actually, I think it is a good level. Like if you compare it to the world, I think it is probably the best in the world right now. I see Real Madrid struggling in La Liga, and they are still 1 point below Barcelona. So you can't talk about quality of football in other leagues compared to Premier League. If you have to crib about Premier League's quality, then the you have to crib about football's quality itself, and it is not Arsenal Football Club's responsibility to uh, improve the quality of football in the world. So that is not our problem. I think the Spurs game where they go 2-0 down, and it is like, okay, this is not a good Spurs team, and Manchester City are just going to steamroll them or whatever that is called. Uh, and Mark Guehi is there, so you think Manchester City won't lack backbone and they will see it through. But then again, in the midfield, Rodri, he just in the second half, after Manchester City absolutely dominated the first half, Spurs were nowhere in the scene. Spurs come with a little bit of energy. Conor Gallagher, Palinia, and Xavi Simmons was absolutely brilliant. So in the midfield, they increased energy, they attacked them fearlessly, and they started winning those balls. And Manchester City's midfield could not compete, could not live with them, could not live with the energy, the physicality. And at home, they were like not even doing crosses; they were just passing it. I think they were passing it in the edge of the box a lot, but they were not afraid of Manchester City's midfielders or defenders, and they were trying to go straight into the goal. Like they were very central in their ideas, and the cross and the finish from Solanke, obviously reminding me of Giroud's scorpion kick. Obviously, Giroud used to be my favorite player, so brilliant. This was a goal dedicated to my goat, and it was beautiful to see, and I celebrated it probably like a Champions League quarterfinal win. I won't say a semi-final even, but this was sort of a quarterfinal win celebration. Like, yes, Solanki scored, and I was not really afraid of Manchester City scoring after that. Chucky, Haaland, they had some breaks, and then Rangers came on for Chucky. It was like they lacked a bit of creativity after that. They were going wide and then trying to cross it with the physicality of Haaland and targeting his head. Then they had a few corners where Guehi had some headers and chances. There was a shout for penalty for Haaland as well, but he was holding him before the ball was kicked, so that is why I don't think there is a penalty there. Even the Spurs first goal, I think he gets to the ball. It's not like he's just kicked his leg and the ball has gone from Guhi's leg. I think he made contact with the ball, and hence it was not a foul. So I think that was fair enough. In the first half, obviously, Manchester City came up firing. Chucky, he is brilliant. He's really a brilliant player. Caught so much space in the edge of the box and just demolished them. Scored a goal, Haaland with an assist, and then Semenyo, obviously, he is doing really well for them. Even though at the end I thought he ran out of steam a little bit, but obviously you can see Semenyo starting every single game, and his fitness will be tested because obviously he did that for Bournemouth, but not at this level. So if he has to play Champions League and Premier League game in game out, that would be interesting. Foden wasn't getting brought on, so that says a lot about Pep's confidence on him as well. So those are the things Manchester City have to worry about. They have to worry about their defense. Eight Nouri was playing, Matthew Nunes was playing, Nico Riley was playing, and Guehi was playing. So they had, I think they had a back three today. If we, if I try to go and see their lineup, and they had a back three. No, they did not have a back three. Right on Ryan at Nori. Sorry, was playing further forward. So with Rodri as the DM, so they were going with 4-1-4-1 formation. They had good midfield. They had runners left and right side of the pitch. Bernardo Silva and Ryan Chucky with creativity, and Rodri as the pillar of the team, but did not work. Did not work. And if you look at their bench, they have Nathan Ake, who does not get too many chances. Rico Lewis has lost his Pep has lost his faith on Rico Lewis as well. Rangers, he is a decent enough sub option. Marmoush is also a decent enough sub option. Nico Gonzalez had to be brought in when Spurs were absolutely demolishing them in the midfield to take some control. So he had to he had to get two DMs in there to control the game and to be a little bit conservative and admit that they are not able to live up with it. So Pep has had to adapt to these things. I don't think we would have seen two DMs getting brought on when they are 2-2. The score line is 2-2, and he's bringing two DMs in there to protect his draw or something. Like he's trying to protect the draw instead of going for the win, which is very unlike Pep Guardiola. And he would like it. This has been a pretty humbling experience for Pep Guardiola, because I don't think he has ever like had a situation where he has to be so conservative. Against Arsenal away also he was very conservative. So in North London he has had to see his side going ahead and being very comfortable, and then in the second half absolutely getting demolished and having to settle for a draw. So Manchester City have dropped points again, and now Arsenal have a 6 points lead, 7 points ahead of Aston Villa. I think Aston Villa will sort of now go down to the top four race, and Manchester City are the last hurdle for Arsenal Football Club, and then we'll be the Premier League champions. But let's calm down on that. There is time to go, and yeah, let's see the fixtures as well. Let's see what is happening in the fixture list. I will show you in a bit. The fixtures, here is the fixtures, and for some reason my I will make myself smaller And am I showing the full screen? Yeah, I am showing the full screen. So, yeah, Arsenal have Sunderland at home. They should be confident. Brentford away will be difficult, as you saw. Brentford, what they did to Aston Villa away from home, 10 men down. They will be difficult. Tottenham away also. Tottenham are also gaining confidence. They have signed Conor Gallagher, improved their midfield, gained some belief. So that is going to be difficult. Chelsea's are always difficult, but at home we have had a good time against them. So that would be interesting how we play that fixture. But really, these five fixtures, probably next five fixtures, if Arsenal really get through these five fixtures without dropping points, that would seal the deal for me, because come 28th Feb, this whole month obviously is going to be very important. If we seal the deal in February, then we can be prepared for the Champions League knockouts as well. How big will that be? Because if we are fit for the Champions League knockout fixtures and the other big teams we are playing are not, that can be huge. That can be huge, and that could lead to us concentrating more on Champions League and FA Cup and knockout stages. So this five fixtures, if we give everything, we hold on to our lead against Chelsea in the Carabao Cup in the midweek, and then just be patient enough, be exciting enough, be brave enough in these five fixtures, that will reward us to getting a little bit of break. You see, third March we play, then the next fixture is on 14th, which is maybe it is a FA Cup weekend, or maybe it is international breaks are for 2 weeks, so this cannot be international break since it's only 11 days. But yeah, I don't know what that is about. But yeah, that is how Arsenal's season is shaping up. Again, if Manchester City, now I'll bring some perspective to my point here, because Manchester City are going to play Liverpool away. Consider Liverpool beats them the way they beat Newcastle. It was pretty emphatic. Emphatic is not a word. Yeah, empathetic is a word. Emphatic is the other word. So yeah, Liverpool away, I think. It is going to be a very difficult fixture. I can easily see Manchester City losing, and if Arsenal win, they can go 9 points ahead, and that is a three fixtures turnaround. Fulham at home, Newcastle at home, Leeds away. Leeds away is not going to be easy. Arsenal made it look easy, but I don't think it is going to be as easy as Arsenal made it look. And Fulham at home, Fulham are a good side. They proved it against Manchester United this weekend only. They were also down. They came back out of nowhere and then eventually lost, but they came out of nowhere, so that is worth appreciation. Newcastle is always at a fixture that will also be interesting to see how Newcastle turn up. Nottingham Forest, if you actually look at Nottingham Forest's form, that has been absolutely impressive as well. West Ham have also been impressive lately. They also gave a good game to Chelsea. Crystal Palace, Chelsea away, they have to play, then they have to play Arsenal. So it's not like Manchester City have a very difficult run after Liverpool away, but if they lose against Liverpool and Arsenal win, then a 3 point gap. You cannot see Arsenal losing all these three games, and then Arsenal don't have that difficult a fixture list. Brighton away, Everton at home, Wolves away, Bournemouth at home, Newcastle at home, Manchester City away. So only one, two, three, and four, maybe four difficult fixtures, but that also, it's not the most difficult. It's not like Liverpool away. Manchester City away is a difficult fixture, but I don't think Tottenham away is the most difficult fixture for Arsenal. Lately, it has not been that difficult for them. Chelsea at home also has not been that difficult. So if they really get through these fixtures, and they are 9 points ahead going into March, that is going to be huge for them, because I don't see them dropping too many points. Obviously, they will have to be very focused still about these fixtures. Everton at home, and Manchester City would be playing West Ham at home. If Manchester City also just need to keep them their cool in this period, because after Liverpool, if they somehow don't lose at Liverpool and they are only 6 points behind, they will have a good fixture until Chelsea and Arsenal at home. so they will have opportunities as well to put pressure on Arsenal. So that could get interesting as well. But if they lose to Liverpool, and then their Champions League fixtures come in March, and they have to catch up to Arsenal, and then also keep their title race going, that could be very difficult for the squad, because Haaland has to play every game now. Semenyo will have to play every game. Chucky seems to be playing every game. So the Bernardo Silva, Rodri is not fit enough right now. Nico Gonzalez is not good enough right now. So yeah, overall, if you see in depth, Arsenal are better, and Manchester City can face some difficulties. Now, this is all about the title race. I think I have made enough about the title race. Coming to the uh, UCL, like top four fight, top five fight. I don't know what the rules are anymore. If you look at the top four, if you look at the Premier League table, Aston Villa are at 46. They are feeling comfortable, but now it is only a 6 points gap between the fifth and the third side. So they are not looking above right now. They are now looking down, and people who are catching them, and the form Manchester United are in right now, they will be very confident of catching up to Aston Villa, and they would be very happy if their side finishes third in the Premier League table. Maybe they can even catch Manchester City, who knows, if their form goes down. But Chelsea, with a very important win, if they would not have won, they would have been 1 point ahead of Brentford at sixth position. Liverpool also very emphatic, not empathetic. I don't know why I am saying empathetic, but I am. So Liverpool also pretty good. They were very good, but if you look at their form, it has not been that good. So they have been very inconsistent. But the way they beat Karabakh, and the way they have beaten Newcastle, now that Salah has come, so he is attracting more players, and then Ekitike and Words are getting into more space, and Words had a very brilliant game as well. Even if you look at Ekitike, he is going from strength to strength, and he's not looking back. He also helped me out in the FPL, so very thankful for that. But yeah, Liverpool are looking good at home. Not really sure about away from home right now, but they are looking really good at home. Chelsea look really good sometimes. They are a bit inconsistent the other times, but Joao Pedro has gained form. Cole Palmer has been having a rough patch, but I didn't think he was that as bad as people have been calling him out to be. He was fine. He was trying to do things, but number 10 would need a bit of time to settle in, to get into groove and get back. Injuries are not that easy, and in a creative role where you need every part of your muscle to be flexible and to be sharp, to be on point, to be passing, to be combining with players, to be shooting, you need a little bit more time, I guess, as a number 10, and you have to be a little bit more careful with number 10. So I think they need to be patient with Cole Palmer. But other than that, I think their midfield is good. Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, always pretty energetic, tenacity there, tackling there, shot, goal scoring also. Enzo Fernandez coming, arriving in the box and scoring late to win them the game was brilliant. Joe Pedro, obviously, as I already told, excellent. Cucurella does what he does. Reece James getting rested in the Premier League fixture. So for the Arsenal Carabao Cup semi-final clash, so that I don't know how they are prioritizing that. They had a lot of people in the bench, so I don't know how that works. But yeah, West Ham actually have begun playing really well, and they were dominating Chelsea in the first half. But the comeback was brilliant, and once they got hold of West Ham are a side known to crumble, and they did, and they eventually lost the game. I don't know why Nuno subbed out Bowen in the end, but it is what it is, and they lost the game. Manchester United as well. Like, I could not watch all the games. I was having a headache, so I took a nap. But they are obviously right now full of confidence, and they are riding their confidence. Even this fixture where they could have easily lost this kind of fixture where someone comes scores late, and then in the last minute they lose. the kind of momentum they have, the kind of confidence they have, the feelings they have in the stadium. They are looking very confident right now, and the positivity is running through the veins. So the next few fixtures, if you look at their next few fixtures, Manchester United, they play Tottenham, which is going to be very interesting because Tottenham have gained a little bit of form as well, and Manchester United have gained a little bit of form as well. So, but Tottenham away, so Manchester United should be very confident. West Ham away also, they should be very confident. So that guy can finally look forward to a haircut, but it is still not the easiest fixture list. West Ham have been doing well, and Tottenham have also been doing well. So it would be not be easy, but they can be hopeful. Liverpool obviously a very important fixture with Manchester City at home, then Sunderland away, Nottingham Forest away. So three difficult fixtures for them. Manchester City at home becomes all very crucial for them. Uh, mm, I think then we go to Chelsea. Chelsea have had a good fixture run right now. Wolves away, Leeds at home, Burnley at home. They are having a good fixture list from here, but then it turns really dark red because Arsenal Football Club are the best team in the world right now. Yeah, so they'll have to play the impossible fixture of Arsenal Football Club, where you are guaranteed to drop points unless you are Manchester United, which hurts me to say, but I have to say that. Aston Villa away also very difficult. Newcastle at home, not the easiest fixture. Everton away. Manchester City at home. Manchester United. Oh my god. That is why they have such easy fixtures right now. Chelsea are done and dusted here. Liam Rosenior to be sacked by 18th April or something. I don't know. This is the most difficult fixture run to end the season I have ever seen. Arsenal, Aston Villa, Newcastle, Everton away, Manchester City, Manchester United, and then the easiest of them all would be Brighton away, which is also not easy. Oh my god, this is really cruel for them. Maybe that is why they are doing well right now. They are not that good, as good as they think they are. I don't know. But Liverpool have three difficult fixtures, but then West Ham at home, they should be confident. Wolves away, but then Tottenham at home and Brighton away are also difficult fixtures for them. Everton away will also not be easy. Crystal Palace, I don't know how they are going, but maybe if they re-galvanize and they end the season well, which they are prone to do, they do end seasons well, Crystal Palace. So they might also pose a difficult challenge for them. Manchester City are not in the top four race, so we'll not talk about it. Relegation battle is also like, yeah, I don't know what about relegation battles because Wolves at 8 are done and dusted, even though they have showed good form, but it's just not enough anymore. Burnley also look done and dusted, but they keep fighting. They have drawn the last three games, so it's not like they are just losing every single game. Even if you look at Wolves, they have only lost two games in the last five fixtures. West Ham, you see up and down, losing one day, winning the other day. So it's not like they are absolutely hopeless, but they are also fighting for their lives. But it's just not good enough. I can see Leeds United dropping down. I cannot see Nottingham Forest dropping down. I cannot see Crystal Palace, Tottenham, Brighton. So only Leeds United look like a side that can drop down and get relegated. So that would be the hope for West Ham, that Leeds United go on a run of losses. They have lost two, drawn two, and won one. So they have had basically 5 points in the last 5 game weeks, and West Ham have had six. So they have gained 1 point on them. So slowly and slowly, in the span of 10 fixtures, they will look to gain 5 points as well, which does not 5 or 6, 7 points, not five. So that would be like their only hope. West Ham, and West Ham are a good football club. They are not as small a football club that they should get relegated. So I'm not in support of that as well. But yeah, let's see what happens in the relegation battle, and let's see what happens in the title race. But it's shaping up to be a really good season, really exciting season. The top four race is good. The relegation battle can also become very interesting, and the title race If Manchester City just hold on for a little bit more, will become very interesting in April as well. But as an Arsenal fan, my hope would be that it does not, and we just close it out in March and focus on the Champions League. That would be the best possible scenario for us. But yeah, a pretty exciting Premier League weekend, and yeah, I'll see you for the Carabao Cup preview, and yeah, that is also going to be a very important game. And then hopefully we'll go to Wembley and win a first title after 5 years, one of many in this season, hopefully. And yeah, that is all. Bye bye.